all these loonies are in Meherabad, including myself. Well, this board was put later on. It was not in the beginning, but in the beginning we had a post office board, right? Now we are all standing near the dhuni. Now dhuni was just in the beginning under the tree in 1925, and the date 13th of November 1925 when it was lighted. And you will see it is here now, and it was there under that tree in the very beginning where the table was. It was just in front of the table. And on that day, Baba asked us to light the dhuni, and we did. In the beginning, of course, the dhuni was just only a hole in the ground. All of a sudden, Baba tells us to light the dhuni. We just prepare, get the wood, light the dhuni, just dig a hole, get some faggots, get some wood, and light it. And that's dhuni. Well, there is nothing special. You need firewood for dhuni, and we get the dhuni. In 1923, the first time when Baba came with the mandali on foot from Ahmednagar, we all sat down with Baba facing the east. Baba sat down here. This had a round platform then. Later on that was destroyed. But this is the tree. And nearby is the well. There you can see. When we came here, this saint's tomb, this Mas tomb was not there in the year 1923. His name is Gilori Shah. He was a very good friend. Adi's father loved him very much. And he had come to know that Adi's father had some lands in Arangaon. Meherabad the name of Meherabad did not exist then. Then he asked him that, will you please give me some room there? I want to sleep there. All right. Adi's father says, all right, select your place. So he comes and selects this place. So when we come in the year 1923 with Baba, we only see a crypt ready. He had prepared for himself. Then when Gilori Shah saw Adi's father again, he said that after I am buried there, one big man will come and stay in Arangaon. He implied Baba. During the year 1923, when we went to Quetta and came back again, he was buried there. The tomb was there. And then onwards, off and on, we used to leave Meherabad, come back, go back, come back. And then we used to live in the post office, which is near the railway lines there. I'll show you the place. Post office of vintage World War I. And where we, the men mandali with Baba, when he was talking, stayed with him. That was indeed a very good life. Baba mixed with us freely. He was talking, singing. We sang bhajans too and everything. But that was the time when he was just weaning away from our religious beliefs, slowly, gradually, and gradually. And here, when between these two trees you see was Hazrat Babajan School, where all the boys from Arangaon were given education. We had hired teachers too. There were plenty of boys. They were maintained and kept here. Baba washed their clothes. Baba gave them baths. We also helped Baba. And the school was run on a real scale. It was not just a slipshod thing. All education was given. When we had to move and Baba said, all right, close it down, we closed it down and moved out. Twice we went to Quetta, that is in 1923 and 1924. This school was in 1925 when the dispensary was also there and the hospital in the old building. The new building was built in 49, but we stayed a number of years in the old building. That was also of vintage World War I. It still stands. We have kept it standing. This building here is called Baba's Jopri. Jopri means the hut. That's the name Baba gave to it. And he got it built under his own supervision. He supervised the building right from the beginning till the end. And the local masons used to come from Nagar and the carpenters from Arangaon. And this was his retiring room. And here you see Baba's table, which was near the dhuni in 1925, wherein he wrote the book. Now we'll go near the jopri and I'll give you more commentary regarding the jopri. And you see Baba's jopri. Jopri means the hut. That was his retiring room in the beginning. He used to come and sleep at nights here. And as usual, there was always a night watchman. But that night watchman was allowed to sleep. In this jopri, Baba used to have staggered periods of seclusion and silence. It could be 8 days, 15 days, or anything. He would just tell us that I am going to lock myself in the jopri, and you, just anybody, will be my night watchman. All right, that is it. During that time, he would either take tea or coffee or only water. But all his needs were attended to within the room. We supplied the pani, we attended to his needs, cleaned his potty. He even had his bath inside in a bathtub. Everything was inside. When he said that I'm secluding myself, and that was that. Whoever the orderly be, once it fell to my lot to be the night watchman. Well, of course, I was allowed to sleep. I slept on this northern veranda just below the window. Once during the night time, I think after 12 o'clock, Baba felt very thirsty. And he knocked and knocked on the window. But Padri wouldn't get up. 6 o'clock, I heard the knocks again. I got up. Then he writes me a note that since 12 o'clock at night, I am feeling very thirsty and I knocked on the window, but you are sleeping like a dead man. Well, that was that. He didn't say anything else. I immediately attended to his needs, ran down there and got what he wanted. So, this is the place. So you could easily say he started his silence or his seclusion in small periods of 1 week, 2 weeks or anything. He would say 2 weeks, he would come out within 1 week. At the same time, he used it to seclude himself during the day. Well, that is another story I'll tell you that is connected with the book and the table. Well, Baba used to seclude himself and keep silence. And all his communications were through this window. Many a time the orders were not to see my face, that he would say. So he would write down on slips of paper, pass it on. He would try to hide his face and we too would try to hide our face. So all the things, his food, if the food be, or cha or coffee or anything, were only passed through the window. We were not allowed to see him. That's all. And all his needs and all his necessity, his bed was on the ground. We slept on the ground. There was a bathtub here. If we wanted to take a bath, we would just bring the bathtub, pani and everything, and he would have his bath. We'd throw the pani out. And same way, whatever he wanted was given to him. And the night watchman would sleep on either veranda, north or south, communicating through the window, and Baba would knock because he kept silence. This table as I said, was under the tree near the dhuni. Dhuni did not exist then. First came the table, then the dhuni. Dhuni has a story of its own. Anyway, in 1925, Baba secluded himself in this table. It was not a sort of very strict seclusion. He would come out of this room. For him, this was the room. This is a good room for a man to sleep in and live comfortably, sit comfortably, of course not stand comfortably. Baba would open the door, come and sit down under this roof. And just opposite the roof there was dug the dhuni. The first dhuni was lighted just opposite there. There was no platform then. And here he wrote the book. He started writing the book inside this. That was sort of staggered seclusion or partial seclusion. He lived in this table, but he would come out of the table. He would come into the jopri to write, or he would go any place where he would want to write. But strict orders, keep off from me. Go on, just out. He would give the instructions to the orderly. Don't let anybody come near me. The minimum distance would be about, say, 100 feet. The orderly would strictly obey the order, and he would just chase everybody out. We strictly followed that. Here, he wrote the book. In the jopri, he wrote the book. And later on, we carried all the manuscript. For a number of years, we guarded it with our lives. But then something has happened to it. Do you know what? Can you give us the idea where is it? No? I don't know. You know it. Go on, speak up. Come on, dig it out. Everybody is searching for it. No? Well, I don't know either, neither the mandali knows. But I remember very well having carried it round my neck. It was a square, a rectangular black box. And Baba had warned us that you protect this, you guard this box with your life, and never, never open and see what is inside. You will go mad. The old building of Meherabad, where we lived in a number of years, of vintage World War I, built in 1916 and kept going still. If you will see, it is under repairs right now too. Now this building came to be built in 1948, and that's where the mandali lived and live right now. Now you're looking at the building and a pair of bullocks and a water tank. This is how the water problem in Meherabad is solved, by transporting water. This cart is watering the flower beds, the tree beds now. Well, it's a regular feature. We are doing it for a number of years and we'll do it till the end. This is the picture of the hall where this video is being taken. And it is in the new building where Baba used to give the audience in this hall. This is again the hall. And you see Baba's seat that you saw in the picture. Baba sat on the chair where you see Baba's picture now, and the mandali sat around him. In the photograph, you see he is talking to one of the groups when he had meeting here of 4 different groups. This could be any group, northern, southern, eastern or western. But this is how Baba used to give audience to people. On top, on the left and right hand side of Baba's picture are the pictures of Baba's father and mother. On the left is Sheriyarji, On the right is Mother Shirin Mai.